Okay. Now this is the side of a Miami Beach trolley. This is the thing that 9 months ago the guy was talking about in my Canine Named Shylock video. But this is the first time I've ever seen this thing. I think it's on the side of one trolley and that's it. But I've been looking on Metro buses because he was saying it's on the side of the bus. That's not a Metro bus, that's a city trolley. The difference, these things are free. Hold on, here's my Lupe. Let me go get my bus. And I'll continue streaming on the bus if I can get... Let me get my mask. For A-loop, right?
South Point.
Huh?
South Point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just making sure it's A.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the B will also go to South Point, but it will take me to Alton Road. Okay, here we go. This bus number 15, there was a B bus stopped at the stop at 23rd, and A bus just rolled right by without even slowing down, and I'm standing there waving at him. So I went over, he caught the red light at 23rd and Collins, and I went over there and I knocked on the door and he told me, no, you gotta get on at the stop. He's telling me to call. Listen, I waited an hour on 23rd Street and no buses, and now we got 2 of them in a row. And 3 in 10 minutes because I took the B loop down to 17th, and that's when I got on you. You know, this is ridiculous. I feel like Zombie Enforcement Bureau here, doing a live stream from a bus. Let's see if there's anybody here watching. See if anybody's in the chat. Nope. Nobody watching, nobody in the chat. Why bother live streaming?
Washington Avenue at 15th Street.
Because they won't let me upload static videos, that's why.
Washington Avenue at 14th Street.
Okay, you can see the screen.
Arriving at Washington Avenue at 14th Street.
I need to get off at 13th, please.
Street.
Okay, it looks like I got some people in here now. All around and Jerry Farrell Jr. Okay, hello, how are you guys? Well, I don't know if you saw my earlier live stream, but the library was a pass. Nobody said anything to me about having been trespassed. Everybody was polite and courteous. Nobody said anything to me about filming in there. I got my shipping label printed. I went to the FedEx and got the item shipped back. No problem. Then I had to wait an hour for the trolley to get back. They have a free trolley on South Beach. I'm not going to pay a bus fare because then I might as well just take the bus to Walmart to return the item and save the shipping costs. So I had to wait for the free trolley. So I waited an hour on 23rd Street for the free trolley. And there's two loops that stop over there. They have an A loop and a B loop. The B loop goes down the west side of the beach, and the A loop goes down Washington Avenue on the east side of the beach. So I'm waiting for the A loop. The B comes along. It stops. He's loading passengers. Here comes the A behind him. I'm there waving at the A, and he goes flying by the bus stop at 30 miles an hour. Doesn't even slow down. So then he stopped for a red light a block up at 23rd and Collins, and I ran over there. And it's not easy to run dragging this thing along with me, but I did. And I pound on the door of the bus, and the guy says, "You got to get on at the bus stop. I can't let you on here." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I was waving at you at the bus stop, and you wouldn't stop." He starts shaking his finger at me, but he won't open the door to the bus. So I called him and I made a complaint. Meanwhile, I got on the V, because both of them go down Collins Avenue as far as 17th. So I got on the V down to 17th and Washington and got off over there. Figured I'd walk the 4 blocks. And when I get off, before I can walk a half a block, here comes another A. So I got on it. In the meantime, if you watch the replay, you go back to the beginning of this stream, you'll see I found a trolley with the picture of the cop on it that the guy was talking about in my K9 named Shylock video from, I believe it was November of 19? It was before COVID. And it's when I interviewed the victim that they had sicked the dog on without arresting him, and they never charged him. They never took him into custody, but his leg got all bit up by the dog. And he was telling me that the canine handler was the sergeant who's on the side of the bus. You and me, we can do it together, you know. I didn't know what he was talking about. I'd never seen that ad. Apparently it's on the side of one trolley. It's the only trolley it's on. He's telling me on the bus. I'm looking on Metro buses for it for 9 months. But Carlos, how did the library go? They got a pass. Everybody was polite and courteous. Nobody said anything to me about filming in there. I got my shipping label printed out from the computer and I got out of there. And big problem didn't get filmed with the bus to have to come back. But I'm not gonna replay that. I already told everybody what that was about. Anyway, update on my phone and what happened there. I've got video of which as soon as YouTube lets me upload, I will upload, of these G4S guys. I can't stop anywhere in public for more than 30 seconds to a minute, it seems, without having one of them come standing next to me, standing 10 feet away from me, making sure they get themselves between me and anybody who walks by. Finally, I said something to one of them about it last night, and he starts calling me a racist cracker motherfucker. Pardon the French. And he grabbed my phone and smashed it. Now the glass is broken, the apps don't work right, I can't boot the camera. I'm using the Camerafy camera app. The lens on the camera works fine, but the interior workings of the phone aren't working. But because of the cracks in the screen, it's registering touches where I'm not making any. So a lot of the apps won't boot because they have something to click in the place where it's registering the touches. And fortunately, Camerafy doesn't. So I was able to boot the Camerafy app with this, and meantime, YouTube still got a sanction on me, so they won't let me upload anything. But they are letting me go live through Camerafy now that Camerafy lifted the sanction. The sanction was put on because I restreamed State Attorney's news conference where they showed video of the 5 cops that they had arrested hitting and kicking these guys and using the unnecessary force that they got arrested for using. And Channel 7 streamed that news conference. They showed it live, and they had it on they still have it up on their website, WSVN.com. They haven't received any sanctions from YouTube. They have a YouTube channel. Channel 10 has a YouTube channel. It's called Local 10, L-O-C-A-L, like the opposite of Express, Local 10. They still have that video up there. They haven't received any sanctions. Poor Dirt Farmer mirrored the video when he put up a post that said, "This channel stands with child molesters," or something like that. Because he got jealous because I took away his wrench after he deleted News Now Permian Basin's comments, which were relevant to the subject of the chat, and all poor Dirt Farmer was obsessed with was posting News Now Permian Basin is a sex offender. He's a child molester. And then he's deleting everything Permian Basin is posting. So I took away his wrench so that he stopped deleting other people's comments that are relevant to the subject matter of the video. This went on during the live video, the live stream in Bal Harbor with Solo Yacker in January. when he deleted Permian Basin's comments and was posting that the guy's a child molester. And I told him a couple of times, keep the chat relevant to the subject matter at hand. Right now we're open carrying on the Bal Harbour revisit. And fishing. And if you can't post anything related to open carrying and fishing, don't post. But don't delete other people's comments that are relevant to open carrying and fishing. And he typed in, News Now Permian Basin is a registered sex offender. So I took away his wrench. Now I'll tell you, a bunch of you probably have criminal records. I could care less. My chat room is a free speech forum for speech that is relevant to the subject matter at hand. If you haven't got anything to say about me or the bus ride video or the library or Walmart and FedEx shipping, don't bother posting. Unless it's something about a previous video I've posted or a previous conversation we've had. But don't bother posting that Joe Blow went to the movies yesterday, when I don't know who Joe Blow is, and I could care less if he went to the movies. You see, I'll take away your wrench if you do it. I could care less about people's criminal history. I can't be researching everybody who's posting in my chat. So it's a First Amendment forum, and you can post anything you want, as long as you don't violate YouTube's community guidelines. That's why I have moderators, to enforce YouTube's community guidelines, which means don't print the F word without an asterisk in the middle, and don't show excessively violent things. And as long as you stay in YouTube's community guidelines, you're alright. And apparently they think I violated them by showing that video. But it's really funny that they haven't sanctioned Poor Dirt Farmer or Channel 7 or Channel 10 or what's that guy in California? Junkyard News also showed the video. James Madison showed the video, and they haven't sanctioned him. But in the meantime, they're not letting me upload anything. I don't know why they're letting me go live through Camerify. But I've got some footage. I've got a couple of cop watches, but it's static footage, and they're not letting me upload them. And let me try and read the chat. What is wrong with people? Why do they have to be so rotten? Is that what that says? It's hard to read through a cracked screen. Make karma catch up with the creep who smashed your phone. Okay, I agree with that. But he's working for G4S. He's working for the police. He was in uniform. He was wearing all black, carrying a backpack. You have to buy the power bank in person because Walmart has that messed up Amazon-like marketplace. But some don't have returns and stuff. Well, you know what? I bought a power bank a year and a half ago off of eBay, and it was good, and it shipped on time, it arrived on time, and it was in perfect condition. So I went back to eBay and bought the same power bank. It was $11 a year and a half ago. It was $17 now. But because Walmart did not have a 10,000 milliamp hour power bank from Walmart.com. They were every 10,000 milliamp hour bank they have. Anything they had bigger than 2,500 was from third-party sellers. And I have ordered 2 items from third-party sellers on Walmart.com, and the both of them have not been what they were supposed to be. The first one I paid $10.75 for it's supposed to be a 3 amp wall cube to charge the power bank. And what they sent me put out 1.1 amps and took 10 hours to charge the thing. Now that power bank is supposed to receive a charge at 2.5, so the 3 amp wall cube should have given it 2.5 amps charge, and it should have charged up in 4 hours. And what they sent me was putting out less than the wall cube I have for charging my phone, which puts out 1.3. And it actually charged the power bank faster than this supposed 3 amp wall cube, which I still have, by the way, and don't use. But I wasn't going to send it back because it didn't cost that much. And to pay the shipping to send it back is like 30% of the price of the item. So now I ordered this power bank. Now, what was printed on the box that it came in, and what was in the item description, was 4-port, 2 input, 2 output. 1 input is micro USB, and 1 input is Type-C. And 2 outputs at 2.2 amps each, and 10,000 milliamp hours. And what they sent me is the size of the item that's supposed to be in there, because it fit into the box for that item perfectly. Only what they sent me only has 2 ports. It has 1 output port and a Type-C input. But I only have micro USB cables. And the cable that came with what they sent me was a micro USB cable. So I had to go find the Type-C cable in order to try to charge the thing up. And then when I plugged it in, nothing happened. No lights, nothing. Now it says on the box the thing comes from the factory fully charged. Of course, that's the box for the product I ordered, not the product they sent me. So I tried to plug it into the phone to see if it would charge the phone, and nothing. It's completely dead. So I had to send it back. So now then Walmart tells me I got to pay the shipping to send it back. Or I can return it to the store for free. Problem is I got to take 2 buses to get to the store, and they don't have transfers down here. So That means I got to pay 2 bus fares. $2.25 each. That's $4.50 each way. That's $9. And we're talking about an item that cost $11 before the tax. I'm not going to pay $9 for bus fare to return it. I might as well just throw it in the trash. Because the time, see, it's going to take me an hour and a half each way on the bus. And that 3 hours is worth more than the $2 to me. You know? And if if I send it back, at least it doesn't consume that much time. And so they're only sending me back half my money. It's still found money. Because, everything was done on the phone while I was doing other things, waiting in line for stuff or whatever. So the only thing I needed to do was to get a printer to print out the shipping label. That was the only time I had to use. Was to get to the library to get the printer, because it's the only free one that I can get to. So I had been trespassed from that branch of the library illegally for filming before. So I said, well, let me do a revisit now that they tell me they've lifted the trespass. And let me take care of it. And that's what the first live stream was about. But they were all polite and courteous, and they all passed, except for one thing, which I couldn't waste time with them arguing about. Okay, they have a county ordinance apparently requiring face masks. Now, a state law passed on June 1st. The legislature actually enacted a law which was signed by the governor, which says that cities and counties cannot require face masks inside government buildings. And Dade County responded. Our communist mayor, Levine Cava, responded with a regulation requiring face masks inside county buildings. Now, there is something called a home rule charter, which 5 counties in Florida fall under. When they joined the state of Florida and the state of Florida became a state, these counties joined under the home rule charter because they objected to some of the statutes and didn't want to have to enforce them. Now, what the home rule charter does is it says that these 5 counties, it's in the state constitution, that these 5 counties that are under the home rule charter don't have to enforce state statutes, and that their county ordinances can supersede state statutes in some instances. They're required to enforce felonies, but as far as misdemeanors and violations go, the state statutes mean nothing. The county ordinances are supreme. This is Dade County, Duval County, Leon County, which is, by the way, where Tallahassee, the state capital, is located. And I'm not sure what the other 2 are. But those 5 counties don't have to obey state statutes. So those 5 counties are allowed to require face masks in government buildings when there's a state statute that says they can't. So if you go to Jacksonville, Miami, Tallahassee, or the other two counties who I'm not sure of now. I think Hillsborough or Tampa is one of them. Then you have this home rule thing where they can require the face masks anyway. So I wasn't going to argue with them when I mentioned to them in the library about there being a state law that says they can't require face masks in county buildings, and they say, well, this is a county library and the county has an ordinance that requires it. I don't know. Are you still with me? My screen just collapsed. Yeah, it says I'm still streaming. I don't know. Somebody put a 1 in the chat if you're still here. If you can hear me and see. Alright, well, Carlos, if you're still with me, as far as buying the power bank in person, I went to Best Buy, I went to a bunch of other places. I couldn't find one cheaper than 40 bucks. I didn't have the 40 bucks. Okay, it looks like we got a bunch of people here now. Thank you. Hello, Snafu. Hello, K-Cat. Alright, well, anyway, to recap for you guys, I don't have money to replace this phone, and it's not working since it got smashed. Now, I had another Samsung that I couldn't get data on, but it was good for Wi-Fi, and the hotspot on this phone is still working, so I could have used it through the hotspot on this phone to live stream or you know, for what I need to do. Except that a park ranger took it out of my bag while I was sleeping on Sunday. And I have 5 witnesses who said they saw the park ranger take it. Unfortunately, I didn't wake up, so I couldn't catch him. Long and short of it is, right now, I have $30 in my PayPal account. I need to get another phone. It doesn't have to be another $150 phone like this one, because I can use the hotspot on this one. I can get a cheap ass $30 or $35 phone, but I don't have the money to do it. And this one has a cracked screen. It's registering touches where I'm not making them. It's totally screwed up. It's not really usable. I can't boot the camera app because it keeps closing itself. Every time I try and start it, it closes itself. And fortunately, the Camerify app allows me to use their camera app, their built-in camera app, through the lens on this phone. And that's what I'm doing now. But I can't flip it to the selfie side like I can with the other one. I can't adjust the picture. It's autofocus, so you're depending on the algorithm. But oh, by the way, right now I'm sitting in the public area in front of the post office where LaMocha trespassed me from a couple of weeks ago. We'll see if they do anything about that. But the police have been really tiptoeing around lately. Since the 5 arrests. They are really tiptoeing around. So you can get away with a lot of stuff now that you couldn't get away with before those guys were arrested, and that you won't be able to get away with in a month when all this shit blows over. But anyway, I hate to sound like I'm begging, but I'm gonna need to get like 30 or 35 bucks in my PayPal in order to get a working phone. Unfortunately, I haven't had a problem with the phone app. So I have been able to make and receive calls without a problem with the cracked screen. But that and Camerify seem to be the only things working. I can't watch a YouTube video without it automatically switching to the next video in the autoplay 15 to 30 seconds in. Can't turn the autoplay off because it's behind a crack spot where it's dead and it's not registering the touch. So I can't even watch my own videos. I can't use the video editor. It boots, but then I can't, when I try and open photos to select a photo to load, it automatically clicks one of the photos and loads it into the video editor when it's not the one that I want. So yeah, I'm totally screwed here. I'm out of business, not only from YouTube not letting me upload, but from not having a phone that I can shoot video with and edit in order to upload it. So the only thing I can do is live stream via Camerify with their camera app. And I don't even know if it pays to replace the phone, because I'm still having a problem with YouTube not letting me upload. I may have to just start another channel if I do replace the phone. I have no idea why they're letting me go live when they're not letting me upload static. They're not letting me post to the community section. I couldn't do that before because you can't do it from the phone. You need a PC or a laptop. And I didn't have access to one except at the library where I was trespassed from. Now that I can go back to the library, I could post to the community section if I wanted to. Only I didn't check to see if they would let me do that. Artman, what's up? Okay, Snafu Grunt. I got a something that says "you're," and there's nothing more there. What was the rest of that? Oh, you're good. Okay, thank you. Alcan, you ordered steak fajitas twice and both times they forgot your chips. Where was that? Chalice? Art, you miss seeing me on here more. Well, YouTube has sanctioned me for posting an excessively violent video when I live streamed the state attorney's news conference when she showed the cops beating the crap out of those guys that she indicted them for. So I haven't been able to upload anything for 9 days now. They won't let me go live directly, but they are letting me go live through Camerify for some reason, which I just discovered yesterday. The hard way, when after the phone got smashed, Camerify booted itself. Like I said, the phone is registering touches when I'm not making them. So I booted the phone, I had the home screen up, and all of a sudden Camerify started. And it told me I was streaming. So I did the test stream, and it seemed to go through. So I tried to upload something static to YouTube, and it still wouldn't take it. Tells me it's uploading, tells me it's processing, then it disappears. Doesn't show in the feed. When I try and upload it again, it says duplicate video, rejected duplicate upload. This video is already on YouTube. And they told me they were sanctioning me for a week and that I wouldn't be able to upload, or anything I uploaded would be listed as age restricted, because I uploaded this excessively violent video, which was streamed as well by Channel 7, Channel 10, Junkyard News, James Madison Audits, several other sites here, several other channels. Channel 7 and Channel 10 both have YouTube sites. They all have, oh, Poor Dirt Farmer mirrored mine. They all have the same video up that I do, and none of them got sanctioned. So I have no idea why they're sanctioning my video, or why they put sanctions on my channel. But I think I'm going to give up on this channel, and I'm just going to start a new channel. But I need to have a phone that I can actually use to shoot video and edit the videos and whatever. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to get some money to my PayPal. So you won't be seeing me for a while. I'll live stream this way if I can, if something important comes up. But in the meantime, you know, I've got plenty of static footage of cop watches and whatnot that I'm not being allowed to upload, so I'm going to have to start another channel in order to upload that stuff, I think. What the heck? See, now the phone's going crazy. I don't know if you guys can still see through the camera, but I can't.